Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we prepared this video about our truck and how we bought our truck on Copart without a dealer's license. So a lot of you might want to buy a car on Copart because they got lots of them, probably 200,000 at any given time. But it's not just as easy as just clicking a button and buying it. You got to go through certain steps in certain states, and we're in Tennessee, so we put together this video that talks about Copart.com and how that works and how you can buy a truck like we bought through Copart. It comes from Copart, you pick it up from Copart, but we don't have a license. We're just a couple of guys. We want to work on a truck, and so we went through that. So during this video, we'll reveal the price that we paid on Copart for our truck, our 2017 Toyota Tacoma TRD Off-Road. All right, we're going to jump on Copart.com right now. So, it's pretty easy. At least it looks easy. If you go to Copart.com, it looks like there's just 3 steps that you got to go through to be able to buy these cars. You got to register, find the car you're looking for, and then bid. And then we can look at the membership fees, and you can get a guest account for free. So you just basically have to sign in, and then you can look around, and there's no charge. And then a basic membership is $59. Looks like you can bid up to $1,200 without making a deposit. And then the premier membership is $199. And so we're like, okay, let's see how we do this. So if we click here on how it works, let's see what it says. So it brings us immediately up to search the inventory, but then it says, okay, after you register, you got to upload a license. Well, we don't have a license, and we really don't have a way to get a license. We're just a couple of guys that want to fix a truck. So how do we do this thing? So let's back up here and maybe go to support. So then we've got how to buy. That looks like a good place to go. So we go here to how to buy, and then we see there's 7 steps. So we got to join, add a deposit, submit a business license or find a broker, search vehicles, join auctions, place bids, pay, and pick up. So that sounds pretty easy. So if we click on join, then we go the 3-step registration form. So they just want our name and our email. We're an individual, and then we can create our account. But if we look, then we're going to have to pay either $59 or $199, and then we got to send our documents in, which is going to be our driver's license, because we are just an individual here. So I don't know that that's going to work for us, right? So let's see what other options that we're presented with here. So let's check on this license and see what we've got here. So if we click on the license, it says to upload your ID or your business license. Well, like I said before, we don't have a business license. We just work on, we like to work on cars and stuff after work. So let's look here at the state license and overview. So this gives you all the states, and it's kind of broken down into like a dealer and a dismantler, and then a business and an exporter, and then private individuals, which is where we fall in. So we're basically in the state of Tennessee here. So in Tennessee, if we look at our titled items in Tennessee, for a private individual, you have to use a broker. You also have to use a broker for salvage title vehicles. So what can we buy without a license? Looks like a boat or a jet ski or a snowmobile. Well, in Tennessee, we don't have much use for snowmobiles, and boats are fun, but it's not what we're looking for. So where do we go from here? So we go back to how to buy, and then let's look at find a broker. So find a broker. What can a broker do? Brokers basically somebody that you buy the car from. So you're not really buying it from Copart, you're buying it from the broker. So basically you pay the broker pays Copart, and that's how it works. So let's look here at the list of brokers. So as we can see, Auto Bidmaster, Salvage Reseller, Advance Motors, A Better Bid California, A Better Bid. There's just like all kinds of brokers here, just tons of them. So we did a little research, and we decided to go with Salvage Reseller. So that was kind of our first step. Is we looked at a lot of cars on Copart. You know, we just went here, and then, you know, we were looking, and it's real easy to find, like we were looking for a Toyota Tacoma truck. So you just filter it out real easy, and then, you know, just easily go to Toyota and then the model, and we're going to look for Tacomas, and then we're just going to search. And then immediately it shows just hundreds of Toyota trucks, which it's real easy. And then you can jump over here on your filters, which is what we did. And because we were looking for a four-wheel drive. In Tennessee, you kind of want a four-wheel drive truck. That's just, you know, it's mountains, a lot of dirt, a lot of hills, a lot of steep grades, and that's what we wanted. So we filtered it out by, you know, by four-wheel drive, because that's what we were looking for. But that's kind of how that works. So anyway, not to get sidetracked, we can jump back over and talk about the brokers some more. So if we go to brokers, and like I said, it's Salvage Reseller. So if you see, they say there's not a registration fee, but you got to have a security deposit, and then there's a transaction fee. So we'll get into the fees a little bit later, but this is kind of the path that we took to get to where we could buy a salvage vehicle in the state of Tennessee from Copart. We can jump right into salvagereseller.com and have a look around here. So it says you can get a free account now and join the auction. No dealer license required, no credit card required. How to buy. So how to buy. Find a vehicle, choose your membership, start bidding, and then pay and transportation. It's easy steps, right? So let's look at the memberships. You can sign up for free or a paid membership and set your security deposit. So a monthly subscription is $24.99, but there's an annual subscription for $150 a year. We decided to go with the $24.99 just to go month to month, because we didn't know how long we were going to be doing this, so that's the way we went. So start bidding. So, you know, we could just sign in, easy enough, and it takes you right to your account. Okay, now that we have our account created, we're paying $25 a month for a membership. Then we have to put up a deposit. So this is, and it's a minimum of $400. So if you put up a $400 deposit, then you can have a maximum bid at the auction of $4,000. So basically, we wanted to be able to bid up to $15,000. So we had to put up $1,500 in order to be able to bid $15,000. So that's how that works. So bear in mind that the security deposit that you put up does not go toward purchasing the car. So that's entirely separate. So you put the deposit up to be able to bid basically 10% of the value. You know, with us, we put up $1,500 so we could bid $15,000. So that's how that worked. And then something else I'm going to show you here are the fees. So let's use our example of $15,000. So this is a Copart fees that you're going to pay. So a $15,000 bid, anything over $15,000 is 7%. So 7% of that is going to go straight to Copart. So that's pretty that's pretty standard, I guess. I mean, everybody pays it. So then on top of that, you're going to have an internet bid fee that goes to Copart. And if you see, the sale price is $8,000 to wherever that is, 10 million, I guess. Jeez, that's $129. So we're going to pay that, and then we're going to pay $59 for a gate fee, and then it says that you're going to pay a $20 mailing fee and a $35 broker mailing fee, which makes the mailing fee $55. And then on top of that, you're going to pay $50 for using a broker. So the fees add up, and I'll show you an invoice in a minute of how they all add up, and actually what a $15,000 bid through salvagereseller.com to go to Copart.com will look like. So now what we're going to do is we're going to try to find us a truck. So this is what we're going to do. So vehicle type, we'll just go to pick up trucks. Make, we're going to look for a Toyota. Model, Tacoma. And we'll go with about a 17 to a 22. And then we'll just search everywhere. So it brings up all these trucks. So if we wanted to filter it right here, we can go to our model, and we could filter it by double cab, and then we could go to drivetrain, find 4x4, and then hit search. So this is all our trucks. So the first one that came up is in California, and you notice that we can't bid in California, Kansas, and Missouri. But just that's the thing with the broker. So we'll back out of California and find one in another state. Here's one in Texas. So we could just click on it and we could look at it. This looks like a really nice truck. Really nice truck, actually. So anyway, that's how that works. So we click on the details, and the auction is actually going to be at a later date. So what we could do is we could just click here and add it to our watch list. So on auction day, we would be able to find it easily and bid on it. But when you click on here, we can look at all the pictures, and this is all you have to go on. It's just looking at the pictures. So we can look at the pictures and make our decision of whether we want to bid on this truck or not. And these are high def pictures, so it looks really good. And some of the information, it's a 4-wheel drive. It's got 60,000 miles. Got some front end damage. It runs and drives. So, and then Salvage Reseller has this fee calculator. So if you wanted to bid $12,000, we could calculate the fees, and a $12,000 bid would come out at $13,683. That's pretty cool. So that's some of the fees, some of the things about Salvage Reseller. So you're not bidding at Copart.com. You're bidding at SalvageReseller.com, and that's kind of how this is working. So now this is actually our truck here. I'm going to show you our truck. This is what we looked at when we bought this truck. So this is all what you see is what we saw when we were making our determination whether to bid on this truck or not. So you can see the damage, and it's not a lot. It's really not a lot for a truck like that with 25,000 miles on it. But all of these photos are what we looked at. I'm not saying that's what you should do. If you want to bid at Copart, maybe you should go and look and make sure what you're bidding on is something that you want. But this is what we did. You know, this is our truck. These are the photos we looked at, and this was what we determined that we would bid on this truck, and we would bid up to $15,000. So actually, that was the price we paid, $15,000. So that was it. Now here we can see the actual fees on our truck. So we paid $15,000. Then the Copart buyer fee was $1,050. Internet bid fee was $129. The gate fee was $59. Broker fee was $50. Mailing fee was $55. And then the broker transaction fee was $750, which is 5%. So that is 5% or $250, whichever is more. So that's how that works. So it bring your grand total to $17,093 for this truck. So that's how much we had to pay for it. Okay, so after you click that button, then you got to wire the money to the broker, right? So you got to just wire it, and then the broker, which in our case is salvagereseller.com, pays all the fees out at Copart.com. So you can't pick your car up until you pay the fees and get the release paperwork, but you only have 3 days from auction day to pick the car up, or they start charging you storage. So that can add up in a hurry. And in our case, we had to jump through hurdles, try to get somebody to pick ours up because it was in Mobile, Alabama. So this is our story of how we bought our truck in the state of Tennessee through salvagereseller.com on Copart.com, if that makes sense. So it was a little bit of an investigation for us to do it, but we thought that, that we could share this with you. It might help one of y'all, some just average Joe like us that just wants to work on a car without being a dealer of some kind. We just want to buy a car. We want to buy a wrecked car and fix it up and fix up our truck just like we did. So we'll share this with you. And if you like what we're doing, subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up. Subscribing is free, so just click that button. And until next time, we're out.